Hey, I'm Dale from DaleDially.com, and we're talking about writing books. And I want to ask you a question. What do you want to create with your book? Now, it can be quite a journey writing your book. You know, you've got to plan it and write it and edit it, give it to a proofreader, you've got to market it, you've got to do all kinds of things. But the deeper question is, what do you want to create? So books rarely, for indie authors, rarely make a lot of money. So it's about what else. So for me, it's about building my brand around journaling and writing, but more specifically, writing to heal. And I want to create a community of people who come together to write to heal and then write to heal the world. And that's what I do. But what else do you want to create with your book? So you might be sitting here thinking, well, do you know what? What I'd really love to do is I'd love to get on the stage and say, thank you, Wembley, and build myself a speaking career. Those of you who don't live in the UK, you might be wondering what Wembley is. In my misspent youth, I went to lots and lots of concerts, and we used to go to places like Wembley Stadium. It's a football ground, and I watched some amazing things. And I always say, thank you, Wembley. So when I've been on the stage, I always say, thank you, Wembley, because I would love to stand on the stage in Wembley. So maybe one day. But let's go back to the very, very beginning of the journey about what I wanted to create. So many, many, many years ago, so this book was written in 2012, many years ago, I was teaching Writing to Heal workshops. I was doing them live. It was long before we had all of these online courses and stuff like that, or it certainly was for me. So I wanted to bring together all of those exercises and things that I'd done. So I wrote my very, very first book, Writing to Heal. It actually has a different cover from the very beginning. What I do advise people to do is every couple of years is go and get a new cover, because you want to refresh the book and get it back out there. So in terms of creation, what have I done with this? I've created more workshops. I have a Writing to Heal course on Udemy, which is one of my best-selling courses. And on the back of that, I then wrote the second edition of the book. So I've got workshops, I've got all kinds of journals that I've done, and I've got this amazing course on Udemy, which is called Writing to Heal. What about this book? What did I want to create with this book? Well, again, this has got a different cover. Well, this was my next book that I wrote. So I was doing things like I was running workshops, I was doing some one-to-one coaching and mentoring. And I think the same with Writing to Heal. What I wanted to do is I wanted to create something else. I didn't want to just spend my time doing those kind of things, although I absolutely loved it. And I wanted to get on stage and speak. So I fulfilled my desire to speak about writing a book. I did that I've done it so many times. I also created lots of different courses around planning and writing and publishing books. And I've run masterminds. I've run, what else have I run with this? I've done masterminds. I've done workshops. I've done one-to-ones. I have an online course called Write. How could I possibly forget that? It's another bestseller. I have a course called Write. I've run 10-week, what do they call them? Forgot the word. I've run 10-week courses on those. All kinds of things. With this book, so this book hasn't even been published yet. So when you're watching this is brand spanking new. What do I want to create with this book? So first of all, this is my specialist area, Writing a Healing Memoir. So with this book, I've got a whole roadmap of things. So yes, I want to use it for my speaking career. This is about building that community of people who write to heal and write to go out then and write to heal in the world. This is going to become a course and a program, so that's due for release later on in the year. And this is going to be my one thing going forward. Despite everything else I've done, my one thing is to help people write Healing Memoirs. So my question back to you is, what do you want to create with your book? Community, tribe, visibility, brand, impact, awareness, courses. Think of those product roadmaps you can create, ebooks, online courses, membership programs. You can create masterminds. You can create, there's so many things that you can create, but you have to make sure that the things that you create work for you as a person, and we're all different. I have friends who run memberships and they are amazing at it. Doesn't work for me. So I like to create online courses and run shorter things. So that's my way of getting stuff out there. So have a think about, what do you want to create in the world with your book? Okay, get that journal, start writing. And when you don't have to do it all at once, you just put it on a roadmap. So you start with the book. And I'll just give you a secret here. When I write a book, when I've gone and got the proof book, guess what I do to help me edit it? I actually go and start putting PowerPoint slides together and workbooks to create the first online course. And what that does is uses a different part of my brain. And then I can check the steps and my processes. Yeah. Now that makes sense to me. You might not like that. So, what do you want to create with your book? So I'm Dale. You can find me at daledarley.com. And don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell. And I will see you next time.